Hello. Can we make it through an entire episode before the whole video just collapses in on itself? It's never my fault. It's never my fault. It's always... Okay, maybe it was my fault. I think what the problem was in the previous episode, which was completely like choppy and then just ended in the middle of the battle or whatever. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I set the frame rate a little higher. But maybe I can try 60 frames per second. This computer's really fast. I guess I shouldn't change anything at all. If I don't change anything at all, things seem to actually go okay.
Alas,
no.
Camcell, one of the Saintly Seven.
Alright, yes, last time we defeated the guy in the middle of the grasslands, and then he tried to run away, so he died. And now, then we went to go talk to the other guy who's like the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he's like, and it feels like he knows that what we're saying is true, but he is not allowed to act, as we probably will see here.
Matter is being addressed.
Like, he knows there's something fishy going on.
You predicted, no less.
But
I never expected House Wolford to so much as entertain me.
But at the same time, he can't do anything about it, even if he wanted to. I can't tell if he wants to yet.
Which is also what makes him so easy to manage.
Sure, okay.
Why are you scheming now?
I'm gonna try paying attention to this, but this takes a long time. I'm gonna try studying for a test at the same time. Actually, I just started school, there's no test. But I'm gonna study anyways, at the same time. I'm probably gonna absorb no information because I'm actually paying attention to the game more. But at least I'll feel like these 2 hours that's gonna go by is not me completely just procrastinating.
It is not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not warn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next.
Yeah, let's do that. I guess they're doing a toast. I still can't tell whether Camcell actually really agrees with us or not, or if he's just pretending. Who knows? 3 character stories. Well, that's just swell. This is not even a character recruitment one. Okay, let's hear it.
Once we have stacked those sandbags, we should be well fortified against even the fierce.
Why are you guys back here? Isn't this back at home?
Leave it to me.
Didn't you guys do just invading? Secretly, like, trying to tattletale?
Phew. Haven't used some of those muscles since before I can remember.
Oh, good job. Sandbagging.
I must say, when I saw the enormity of the task before us, I did not think we would finish in mere bones. I had braced myself for a full day of labor, at the very least.
Thank Benedict for that. We'd still be searching for weaknesses in our perimeter had he not been guiding us.
Indeed, but let us not understate Eridor's feats of strength.
Come now, Eridor. How many times must I tell you to be delicate with the sandbags? We only have so many at hand.
I hear you, I hear you. I'll treat him as delicately as my lady love, in the absence of one.
Now is not...
Sorry, I zoned out. What did you just say?
If you don't want me
I'm so
complaining and
confused.
you don't want me jesting, then I guess I'll just shut my mouth.
To hear them trading barbs like children, you would never think they work so well together.
Wisdom and strength. 2 pillars that keep House Wolfort standing strong.
Wisdom, eh? He wasn't always that way. Took him plenty of failing to get where he is now.
I find that difficult to believe.
Me too. But, you know, everybody started somewhere, right?
Eridor.
Might be. Maybe you've forgotten the folly of 20 years past, but my mind is a steel trap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, this is when they're younger.
And what's our task for today?
By the way, it's still this whole time it still says it's recording. I sincerely hope it's actually recording.
Seems simple enough.
And not like gonna completely corrupt the footage. And I'm still gonna post it anyway. But let's hope that doesn't happen this time.
Swifter besides.
Is that so? I respectfully disagree, my friend. Either way, I'm not gonna be the one nursing you back to health if you catch the chills.
Yeah, friends.
Shall we make it a wager then? Send a bird and we shall see who reaches Lady Destra first. You had best hurry.
The old times.
What? Benedict. Off he goes. Well then, where are those damned hawks?
Well, you know what's sad though? Every time it shows like Kingdom of Glenbrook in the present day, there's still the Esfrost flag there. It goes, oh.
Ah, the folly of youth. Many of our best days were spent in Lord Simon's service. We made many such wagers in an attempt to get into Lord Simon and Lady Destra's good graces.
I remember when...
I believe we have had enough reminiscing for one day, Erador.
Don't be such a harsh taskmaster, Benedict. Where's the harm in a story?
Ask me that again when the floodwaters break through our meager fortification.
Nah, you guys have done a pretty good job with that so far.
Little time to do it, wouldn't you?
I know what I'm doing is like, since it's the start of the semester, I'm like reviewing all the notes from like the previous class, so like I remember all the stuff.
Old friends or
So thankfully, I'm reading this and trying to pay attention to this too. But I'll be honest, come
Whatever
on.
the case, our work's done.
This is enough reminiscing for today. You guys did a good job with the fortifications. All right. Yes. Although
I see no harm in one drink.
it is cool to see the characters like passing on their wisdom and things like that. But
Shall we invite Benedict along?
yeah.
You'd only be wasting your breath.
Now that you mention it, I do not believe I have ever seen you two sharing drinks.
True.
Spirits cloud the mind, so I rarely drink.
Yeah, I figured as much.
When I do partake, however, I prefer to do so in quiet. I fear Erador would only spoil that.
The thing he does with his glasses. So funny to me. Alright, character story done. Alright, next one. Oh, hello, Roland. I mean, not Roland. Hi, how's it going? Not Roland. I mean, you guys aren't canonically here, but yes.
Better, my friend. Much better.
Aw, I like to see these two hanging out.
Only because I've had you to train with. And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage? The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal. It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent. Perhaps so.
Perhaps so.
Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father.
Yep, that's a mood.
Must all three nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
Yeah, that's right. Do we all need to participate in this mining venture that's totally not gonna go wrong?
Hyzant offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Esfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But Hyzant? Have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt?
Because Hyzant would feel left out if you didn't include them, which is why that's why the joint, that was a positive about the joint money match, right? Everyone gets involved.
Naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
Oh, true, good point though.
Decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
Father, I'm just...
Well, let him get interested in politics while he's younger so he can, like, get more used to it when he needs to know about these things later, right?
Yes, Father.
Also, I don't really see this being so much as a quarrel. It's just, like, a casual discussion between kids and their parents.
If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
Yeah. But there's always a lot of things in the past you can regret. At the end of the day, all you can do is change the future. It's just how it goes.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolford stands with the crown, I stand with you.
Yeah!
I am fortunate.
I'm glad Roland didn't leave. I'm glad he's not actually dead.
As am I. Ah, enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
I love the interactions between, like, Serenoa with Roland and Federica, and even with Benedict. That's something that, like, I haven't seen a lot of, like, in, like, say, like, the recent Fire Emblem games. Is, although, it's like, I like seeing the protagonists have so much interaction, and, like, you can, and connection with the other characters. Though in the recent Fire Emblem games, like I said, Byleth and Robin, I do appreciate the fact that part of the thing is they didn't know who any of the characters were before, and then by the end have kind of like learned and formed bonds with everybody, and are also very integrally important to the story. I really like that too. But this is just different, and so I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying it's different to have like a protagonist who actually like genuinely knows and connects with all the other characters so well.
But is there anything I could do to help?
From both like their past experiences and also what they gained throughout the journey.
Federica, my apologies for the delay. The citizens' petition will require a bit more time, so why don't you and Gila return home ahead of me?
I see, if you insist.
Yeah, I'm glad they seem to have so many peaceful times in between the literal war that's always raging at their doorstep.
Thank you, Federica.
That they can at least hang out with their people, listen to their requests and thoughts.
Is something the matter? It's rare of you to sigh like that.
Did I? Oh my.
It looks like something's troubling you. If you wish to talk about it, I am happy to lend an ear.
Well,
once again, I love the dot 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 makes a sound.
Are things not going well with Lord Serenoa?
No.
Probably not that.
Serenoa is as kind and gentle as ever. It is my own self I have doubts about. I cannot help but wonder if I am truly of any use to him.
No, that's not true. You're totally of use. It's not about whether you're of use to anybody or
Lord
not.
Serenoa is always working so hard, why not give him a tonic to boost his vitality?
It's more about, you know,
I purchased one
how
from a
can we
merchant not long
support
ago.
each other, and that doesn't have to be
It should chase
necessarily of
salaries
utility, but just of like
A good
support.
idea, to be sure. But the fact remains it is not me myself that is serving him.
Then how about preparing a meal for him? Something nutritious to fill him with vim and vigor.
Me? Cook?
Yes, I'm certain he would be delighted by anything that you make.
But
Does
I've
she not
never
have
cooked
experience with
before.
cooking?
I doubt anything I make would suffice.
Yeah.
You won't know until you try. Besides, what matters isn't the result, but the feeling behind it.
Yeah, that's right. It's not about, like, serving him. It's about, you know, just being there for him. That's what I was saying last time, though. It's one of those, like, relationships that's, like... I much more prefer the idea of Serenoa and Frederica being just friends than them being, like, a couple. And if you think about it, it's just like, you know... if everything had went to plan and they just got married right away, like... went along with their political marriage... do you think they would actually be as close friends as they are now, having, like, had to survive so much in this war? I mean, that's just... I mean, look, I'm looking at the positive side of things in a very not positive situation, but you know what I mean, right? What it actually reminds me of is, Ferdinand and Bernadetta's support conversation in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They have, like, the same kind of discussion where, like, Ferdinand admits, like, oh, you know, I think our parents wanted us to be together, but I'm glad that we didn't, because I think I got to know you way better as a friend than if we were, like, forced to marry each other, kind of thing. And then she's like, yeah, I agree. And I think this is one of those situations, too. It's like they've had a chance to, like, bond more naturally, whereas if they had started off, like, basically, like, forced to be together, they actually never would have had the same kind of chance to appreciate each other as friends. Appreciate each other's support in the same way that they have now.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camcel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebris.
Yeah, I mean, here in Hyzant, they have problems here.
It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
They've already noticed, they just don't know what they can do about it.
You too turn against me, Tenebris.
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Yeah.
Good. Now leave me.
Our fates are tied.
Be careful, Minister.
People are getting suspicious of you now.
Caution. I have never failed.
Every time somebody says something like that, caution, being wary, I'm the best. I am so confident nothing's ever gone wrong for me. Don't ever be the one to say that in one of these games. All right, Hyzant. Let's go. Let's go.
Sorcelet may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he already has.
No turning back now. We must move
He already has, technically. I mean, like, it was his retainer on his behalf, but you know, he'll notice that Booker is gone sooner or later, and then he'll be like,
Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie. If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledger.
Oh, that's what we saw. Oh, that's what we saw earlier when they were in the source ring, like, and Sorcery was talking about with the guy about make sure something about the records, and then like killed one of the Roselle there. Basically, they're getting their salt through like basically like an ethnic genocide. Basically. Oh, sure, we're here again. Yay. Sleep recovery pellet. I'm afraid I'm closed for the day. I need to balance your ledger, you see. Do come again. Sure. Last time I was here was episode 3, where I think the footage never even recorded like anything. Which is why there is no episode 3. There's a woman living near the ministry whose life is consumed with rumors of all sizes and sorts. She always has some fresh morsel or other. It'll behoove you to speak with her. A rumor monger, you say? Then I should very much like to speak with her. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's important information. Because I think in chapter 3 is asking, do you want to go visit Esfrost or Hyzant? And I was like, well, Frederica didn't like living in Esfrost. So how about we pick Hyzant? Then I realized Hyzant was actually even worse for Frederica than Esfrost because she is Rosellan. We're looking for a rebel who was last seen in their area. Have you any memory of such a person? No, I'm afraid not. I mean, we did cause a lot of trouble when we were here last time, so I guess it's hopefully that's not us you're talking about. I care not who you are, from what nation you hail. None may enter the source. If you're not here to enter the source, then I shall hear you out. What is it you wish to know? No one can enter the source. Gee, I wonder why. Certainly not because you don't want to be exposed for inhumane treatment of your workers. That only makes me long to enter the source all the more. Is there truly nothing you can do? True, but we shouldn't say that. Why guard the entrance so closely? Is there something you wish to hide? Yeah, right? I hear tell of a secret ledger for salt shipments. Does it sound familiar? Yes, but we're not going to get it from him. Not that I wish to hide, no. I abhor keeping secrets, and in all honesty, I can look the other way no longer. Swear to me you'll not enter the source and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer, different from the one we've seen during the day, carry salt off at night under a cover of darkness. I confess I received payment in exchange for my silence, but I know not from whom. Not as though it matters. My conscience withers and rots just the same. Another vendor, in the middle of the night. Highly suspicious. I shall make note of that. I would wager that this person is involved in Source's illegal enterprise. Interesting. Somebody is smuggling the salt at night. Access to the source is forbidden. Well, you made it much easier than the other guy. Okay, let's see. Only those with special permission may enter the palace. Take your leave. Well, leave taken. Minister Exham is occupied for the moment. If you've business with him, I bid you write him a letter. A letter? That presumes I have something to write with. What does that mean? You're Sarah Noah, of course you have something to write with. Unless... I've learned that my secretary was investigating Minister Sorsley as well. Surely he left some notes in his journal. You have my blessing to read it if you find it. The goddess tolerates much in the search for the truth. Yeah, I would hope so. When we expose the truth, we better not get struck down by lightning or anything. Only those who have official business with the ministry may enter. If you've no appointment, I must ask you to leave. Okay. The Saintly Seven have been recognized by the goddess of Salt herself, and are tasked with leading the faithful of Hyzant. Atop this order sits the Holy One, who enjoys the privilege of hearing the goddess speak in her own words. The Holy One then disseminates her words to the Saintly Seven, who hand them down to the people, thus granting the Holy State her blessings. I, of course, take pride in the uniquely superior construction of our society, but how do you, as an outsider, find it? It has advantages and disadvantages like any other. I hesitate to call it superior, yes. Not so unusual. The Holy One is your sovereign, and the Saintly Seven their loyal ministers. Systems of rule are not so easily compared. They are the result of choices made by a people over the arc of their shared history. Ah, yes. A sincere and logical argument on the surface, yet we need but scratch at it to reveal the rot within. These other nations you speak of, they are meaningless pits of suffering in which the people and their sordid histories are trapped. The only ones who can truly lead the people to prosperity and happiness are those who have been chosen by the goddess herself, the Holy One and the Saintly Seven. Ah, yes, so your dogma tells us. Though I think you'll find this does not account for human nature, which is not so easily controlled. Yeah, I don't know. Of all the three nations seem to have issues with their system of being run. But I say Hyzant is the most corrupt. The most, doesn't even really work ideologically, and now in addition to that, you keep innocent people as slaves in the source ring. So much for, being prosperous and superior. If that's how you're gonna, run the place. Illegal district. Where is all this talk coming from? I will not stand for these absurd Accusations! What proof have you? None. I hear rumors of regular salt shipments. So an unsavory character is making off with salt, you say? I confess that not even I have noticed if what you say is true. But I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would they get the smuggled salt to Esfrost in the first place? What? What have I not unlocked yet? What actions would they take if you not followed every lead? Keep digging. Okay, I'll come back once I've talked to everybody. And walk on top of all your buildings and whatnot. 'Tis all hearsay, but I understand Esfrost occupies Glenbrook. The kingdom is a den of iniquity, it's true. Their lack of adherence to the goddess's teachings has no doubt brought this fate upon them. Whatever makes you sleep at night, sure. Not now. I have more pressing concerns at present. The damn officer hunting me like a dog. If you would but leave this place, I could return to my home. Okay. You know... Oh, you have paper? Why would you give me paper and you not sell me anything else? I need potions. Anyway, this is an important proposal for Minister Exarm. I bid you deliver it to him at once. Very good. I shall see that it reaches Minister Exarm myself. The letter should secure Mr. Exarm's cooperation in exposing Sorceless's crimes. I pray it reaches him soon. We cannot be too prepared, considering we're up against one of the Saintly Seven. Okay, is there anybody else? I haven't talked to you yet. Esfrost boasts of their freedom from the mountaintops, yet it is only ever the rich and powerful that rise to the top of the wretched duchy. Exactly what I'm saying. It's hypocrisy. While here in Hyzant, all are equal under the goddess's watchful eye and may live in peace. Okay, well, it's I don't like Esfrost and Hyzant, what they're doing. Both of their systems seem highly corrupt, and it's always the people in the bottom that suffer for it. While all the rich people at the top are just bickering about this and that. It's the innocent people that have no control over anything that are going to pay all the prices for everything that happens. Anyway, I scarcely need to ask, but which nation in your estimation has the right of it? No. Freedom is a necessity for all. I stand with Esfrost on this matter. I mean, look, if we consider Esfrost and Hyzant as, which one's the lesser of two evils, I personally would go with Esfrost. But I don't really want to support Esfrost either. I just prefer them over Hyzant. It is the work of the nation's leaders to ensure peace and equity. Right, this is equity, for sure. We have much to learn from Hyzant's rule. I mean, equity implies, you're gonna help people who have been given a disadvantage in life. Some sort of boost to help them actually gain that sense of equality you want to have. I don't see that happening here. So definitely not. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, which I serve, best you both. Yeah, we're gonna go with that because I don't really like either of them. Oh, don't make me laugh. The very notion of a nation conquered by Esfrost being in the right is of pure folly. It was turning away from the goddess's teachings that brought this fate upon them. They would have driven Esfrost from their shores had they but embraced her. So this is how the faithful of Hyzant think. Yeah, okay. Did I gather anything new from this? Get off this building. Sarah Noah, okay. Do you have any updates? I hear rumors. Did I get anything new? Shoot. How would they get it there? How would they get it there? Who can tell me? Minister Sorcelaina's journal. Who's your assistant? Did all I can but the suspicious merchant. Go no further. Source forbidden. Of course it is. Somebody works for Lila, and I think they have the information I need. Oh. Tell me more. I did see someone rather suspicious leaving the city. You what? Thank you, good sir. You've done a good deed this day. So I can go in? Can I go in this building now? What's in here? Nothing. Wait, something over here. $1,000! Gather evidence of Sorceless's misdeeds. Who has the journal that I heard Lila talking about? Near the ministry? Are we talking about Lila or someone else? Oh, your secretary. Who's your secretary? Just go back and talk to everybody until I get something new. Right. You're trying to convert me. It's not gonna work here. Message for Exarm. Oh. You my everlasting gratitude. Is there naught I can do for you, good sir? You can provide me with information. Do you know anything about House End's illicit salt dealings? Illicit salt dealings? No, I'm afraid not. And even a source will do. How might one go about prying into the affairs of House End? As you seem quite determined, you may as well search the encampment itself. Ooh. So most certainly hit it here. Okay. You'll have to wait for the cover of darkness. Interesting. Anything else you want to say? Do so at night. Okay. Do it at night. Do it at night. Hang on. Can we actually go here and do anything? Scout it out first, or? No? Alright, that's fine. That's new information. Can I now get more stuff out of this guy? Regular salt shipments. How would they get to smuggled salt to Esfrost? Still no luck. Well, okay, I still need to find Lila's secretary. Whoops. Oh, you're the one with the rumors, aren't you? Okay. Doing rumor stuff. Yeah, that's true. Is anyone in here? Oh, the journal! You found it! This must be the journal Lila's secretary keeps. Looks like he underlined something here for emphasis. I find Sorcery End's recent behavior highly irregular and improper. He took a meeting with Glenbrook officials in secret where he dispersed generous bribes. I can't read. Bribing Glenbrook officials? This is extremely valuable evidence. I must make note of it. Sources bribery. Okay. Learned all we can. Okay, is this the info you need? Does this help? Okay. This? What? What am I missing? Okay, I need to figure out how are they gonna smuggle it? Stop. I keep clicking it by accident. Who here has anything? Do you have anything in here? Strictly punish those. Okay. Saint or not? I've talked to literally like everybody. I've talked to everybody more than once. Can I go in the palace now? No. I cannot. Can I do any scouting of the area at the moment? We've learned everything we can about the suspicious mission. What about this guy here? Okay, none of them want me to go in there. Okay. Anything? Like, I feel like I should be able to get all the information from here. This better not be... I hope it's not the kind of thing where, like, oh, I was supposed to collect something like 2 chapters ago, and I didn't, because I wouldn't remember that now. Nor would I be able to do anything about it. I feel like I'm not getting... It's not complete the way it is right now. I've gathered lots of evidence. However, I want to be able to use it. And I feel like I'm missing one piece of information that I need at this point. Anyone else here? Everyone else's doors are like boarded up. That's fine. I don't really want to go in your houses anyway. Hello. I understand you're aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzant. I should like to hear more about them. You wish to hear the popular rumors of Hyzant? Yeah, you needn't be so coy. Oh, where to begin, where to begin? Have you heard of the tale of the vanishing vessel? It arrived at the port in secret, only to vanish as quickly and quietly as it came. A ship that disappears in... This is exactly what I need! This is how they get the salt out! The how of their salt exports has eluded me until now. Perhaps they're carrying it on this ship she speaks of. Vanishing vessel. This is it! This is it! Now I can finish talking to this guy. Yeah. This, the regular salt shipments. How are they getting it to Esfrost? The vanishing vessel. They used the cargo ship that vanished. Ah yes, a disappeared vessel would figure nicely into this plot. It is fortuitous that you contacted me, and I thank you. I tell you this in the strictest confidence. Talk of House End's crimes has reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorcerer is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he's engaged in illegal enterprises as you suggest, I doubt his conscience would allow his books to go unbalanced. He'll have kept a second ledger. A secret account, of course. With that in hand, we'll have all the proof we need. The trouble, though, will be finding it. Okay. That's all. I think we've done it. We've solved it. We have all the evidence we need to figure out how we can get evidence of the illegal salt dealings. Alright. That's all we need to do. I've heard enough. Now to return to the encampment and organize my thoughts. That's right. We're gonna get this guy, that's for sure.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Yes, I did a good job actually thoroughly going through all this. So the video better have recorded it.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
That's right.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest?
Hopefully I got all the evidence there was to find.
Let us begin with Sorcerer himself. What is his crime?
His crime is... Well, he sold illicit salt, but that's not gonna work. He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook. Yeah, that's what we can tell them. And that's true.
Nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
Okay, so all the evidence I got, this better be good.
Of my own kingdom.
Yeah.
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Esfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible...
Yeah, and how are we going to get an audience with the Hierophant? Well, that person is very, very sheltered away. Okay. What was the question? Keeps it secret. They were regular salt shipments. Okay. Well, not the first one. One of these. Secret ledger. Regular salt shipments. Well, both of those.
Irregular salt shipments. If we press him from that angle.
The shipments were irregular. But what's the product? I reckon you couldn't tell from looking at it. And a pile of salt won't prove our case.
Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
Shoot, maybe I should have picked the ledger. Where are we gonna find the evidence we need? Sorcerer's encampment.
By which you mean Sorcerer's encampment?
Yes.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
Yeah, next to the
I know
source.
its location. Might the bribe Sorcerer plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
We know there were unscheduled shipments of salt, but that alone is not a crime, nor can we prove the salt was tainted.
End's encampment is our primary target, then. But it's too dangerous to get near, let alone inside.
Interesting.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
No, should I fix the secret ledger
if he hasn't already.
or let's just get this anyway.
What is our next move?
What is our next move? ...
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Camcel.
Yeah. Oh, true. Now I got more proof. Maybe he'll help us this time. Also, what about the letter to Exarm? In the shadows of suspicion. Save your game. Well... Just trying to think. Yeah, this one, right? I'm trying to keep saves for all the parts like right before we make like some decision. But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure the decision was one before it. I don't remember.
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims.
Shoot, should I have picked the secret ledger?
Growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Camcel, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.
It's not gonna work. Ask me not. Uh-oh. So, that does not bode well.
Minister Camcel will join our cause, won't he?
It's hard to be sure, but we must...
Like, I hope me making a mistake there is not gonna maybe be me paying the price.
You! Are you House End's dogs?
Darn it, we should have just been sitting here.
A messenger, my lord, from the palace. I seek Lord Serenoa Wolffort.
Okay.
You have found him.
Yeah? You found him, he's so sassy.
Minister Sorcery end unto unlawful acts.
Oh, that's the...
Presence is required at the palace, so the Holy One may question.
That's their excuse? Wow, their excuse is so... They're so unprepared. Their excuse is, well, you made him do it.
You are welcome to stand witness at the trial.
My lord, this may be a good opportunity to bring our case directly to the Hierophant and the other powerful entities of High.
Thanks, Benedict.
I expect the Saintly Seven are not of one mind on this matter.
Yeah,
if you can
definitely
persuade
not.
some of the ministers to side with us, Sorcery will have nowhere to run.
Perhaps.
Maybe I should bring up the secret ledger because oh my gosh, this actually seems the kind of game it's like I click the wrong button by accident, completely diverges the story. And also, I'm worried, like, every time, like, you know, Serenoa's convictions have always been changed, like he gets more points for, like, the liberty, morality, or utility, right? I wonder if that also sways how easily all the characters are just gonna give up or go towards a certain option, too. This could be bad. This could be really bad. What is this? Central Hyzant. The Holy One summons the Saintly Seven to the palace. Council and Exarm consider their next move. Okay. They're kind of on our side, right? Like, they get the sense there's something wrong, but they don't know what to do about it.
You've been summoned to the palace, Minister Camcel. The Holy
I wish you'd just stay autoplay while I have the game open.
And question House Wolffort.
Very well.
Very well. Well, what do I do now?
Sorcery has made the first move. Serenoa must not have been able to secure evidence against
Darn it! I think I should have given them the secret ledger!
But order cannot truly be restored simply by sending...
Because I got literally all the evidence there was to get. Either this is scripted into there's no way to get all the evidence here, or else I should have mentioned the secret ledger. I wasn't thinking straight. I didn't think it was gonna completely diverge the entire path of the story. Well, still don't know if that's what happened. Maybe it's scripted to go this way. Like, you know, no matter what you say, it's gonna do this. But now I'm stuck wondering to myself, if I picked the other option, would that have somehow put me on a different story path?
And here I thought you nearly had him, Wolffort. Did I overestimate?
Darn it, I'm sad. He's disappointed in us.
Now then.
Well, I'm not sure I trust this guy either. This is a game that you trust nobody, but he was at least gonna side with us for this issue. So I'm disappointed in myself for disappointing him. Okay. A trial will be held at the Hierophant's Palace, but will Sorcery be charged for his misdeeds? Oh gosh, I hope you give me another chance to use the evidence again, because I collected all the evidence. I only see 5 of them there.
Of House Wolford, stood accused by Minister Sorcelet and will hereby commence. We of the Saintly Seven will preside over this trial.
There's only 6 of you.
Serenor Wolford, you stand before the Holy One. Do you swear by the goddess to speak?
I mean, technically, I'm not part of your country, so I don't have to. But I can swear by anything I want. But sure.
I swear.
Yeah. Why not at this point? Okay, answer the oh no. Answer the Stanley Seven's questions. This is kind of stressful because now I realize this actually might be problematic if I don't pick the right option for which one. This is not gonna be like with Nilu's story quest in Genshin Impact, where if I pick the wrong one, she's like, no, don't pick that one. I'm sorry. And then I end up picking most of them correct anyway. This one I feel like I could actually pick wrong and they're not gonna warn me. And then they're gonna send me down like the bad ending.
Surely you have not forgotten his position among the Saintly Seven of the Holy State of Hyzant?
No, I haven't forgotten. Of course I haven't. Any source of guilty is more important than it is as I wrote in the documents I provided.
I have written it all down as tradition requires.
Yes.
Yes, I have read through your report. It is a sign of sincerity that you would proceed according to our custom.
Yeah. Okay, when there's only one locked option, it's usually that, because that's like the evidence, right? If there's 2, then that's when I get tripped up.
Once all presiding over the trial have had a chance to express their opinions over your report, we shall pass our judgment.
Right.
I have nothing further to ask.
Sure. Do you want any more evidence, or is that good for you?
Will make his inquiries.
You must understand the difficult position you have put us in. Sauntering into our home to denounce one of our own.
Well...
We are a welcoming people, and so must be wary of those who seek to take advantage of our open hearts.
Right, but...
If a stranger came to you with unfounded accusations against one of your people, I doubt you would take him at his word.
Well, I have evidence.
Have you any proof of the foul deeds you claim have taken place?
That's the second ledger! Apparently. Darn it. So here's the problem. 2 locked ones. The second 2, either of those could be it, but I have to actually think now with my brain. Which one is it? Do you have any evidence to it? There have been shipments of unlawful... Okay, that's not going to work because you can't prove that it was unlawful. The salt was unlawful, so it has to be I have a witness.
I have a witness who has seen the salt being transported. One of the guards at the source.
Yes.
Oh, one of our citizens.
Yes. Well, they didn't want us to out them like that.
Honesty to the goddess before assuming duty. Well then, it seems we ought to consider the matter a little further.
Yes.
I have nothing more to ask.
Okay, Sorceless's getting nervous.
Tenebrous, if you would.
Oh my gosh.
It isn't strange.
Okay, Tenebrous is on Sorceless's side, so...
Goddess's infinite wisdom.
So...
Seven, however, do understand her will.
Is the Hierophant part of the Saintly Seven? Because I only see 6 of them there.
The only way they know how to live according to her plan. It is moot to judge Sorcelet, one of the 7, based on evidence brought against him by a layperson. No matter what that evidence may be.
Well, okay.
Unless you have testimony from one who understands the goddess.
Well, this says something about your culture too, that you consider everyone to be equal except all the regular people, which is like the majority of your population. I have a witness to Sorceless's bar. Oh, we already saw that. Claris told me Sorceless kept a secret ledger.
Lord Claris of the Consortium is the one who informed me of Sorceless's secret ledger.
Yeah, there we go.
You must at least believe him.
This is work. This is taking effort. But that's how I know this game is so good.
He is still a mere merchant. One whose heart is ruled by coin cannot possibly understand the goddess's will. I have no further questions.
Sure.
Minister Lila Viscraft, ask your questions.
It is plain to me that Sorcelet has indeed engaged in misconduct, namely bribery.
Yes.
Yet while I do not doubt he bribed an official of Glenbrook, what the bribe was for remains unclear.
Yes.
Perhaps you can shine some light on the matter, Lord Serenoa?
Yeah. Sorcerer wanted to ensure the official silence over the transport of unlawful salt. Sorcerer wanted to ensure the official silence over the cargo vessel that disappeared into the night. Gotta be more specific than cargo vessel. It's gonna be this.
I believe he wished to ensure that word of the unlawful salt's destination would not travel.
Yeah.
Meaning that a powerful official in the Kingdom of Glenbrook was also complicit in this illicit
Who is the powerful official in the Kingdom of Glenbrook? But we'll deal with them after we deal with this.
It would be possible to sell unlawful salt through all of Norzelia if one could ship it through Glenbrook.
Mm-hmm.
A secret worth its weight in gold indeed. I have no more questions.
I, Idor Delmira, will ask one final round of questions.
Okay.
I cannot deny, Lord Serenoa, that Sorcelet can be foolish.
Foolish, yeah, you bet. I remember every time he gets like stressed out,
And he has worked much good as one of the seven.
Right, but
Though he is not faultless by any means, I believe the goddess yet favors him.
okay.
If we
Maybe.
are to pass judgment on such a man, we must prove his guilt to the goddess herself.
Alright.
Let me ask you this, Serenoa Wolford.
I'm not sure I have any proof.
Where exactly are we to find such evidence against Sorcerer?
Oh, in his encampment. I know this. The secret ledger, in his encampment.
There must be some evidence in House N's encampment.
Please.
Ah, yes. The goddess would not be able to see into a place so stripped of faith.
So stripped of faith.
Perhaps we would be remiss not to search the encampment on her behalf.
That's right.
My
Please.
questions are done. Now we
Please tell me I managed to win them all over, except for Sorcerer and the other guy.
after hearing
There's the rest of you. Yeah, what does the Hierophant have to say?
Serenoa Wolford.
And why? I'm so suspicious. Why are they always never seen? They're just always like hiding under that cloth thing. What are you hiding?
Therefore, we find House Wolford
Yeah!
and declare
That's
Sorcerer
right.
a traitor.
That's right. I studied for the test. I put down studying for real school and instead spent a lot of brain cells studying for this instead.
Seems the goddess has mercy yet to give you.
Okay, as long as we
And praise her wisdom. What mercy has she for me?
yes, we managed to get out of
Stand
trouble.
in combat against House Wolford. Whomsoever
What?
emerges the
That's not
victor
fair. You already
will
declared us
repent of
innocent.
their sins.
Combat?
But your sins are indeed heavy, Sorcerer.
Okay.
Therefore, we give this to House Wolford.
Okay, so we get some sort of advantage because a grounding amulet? I don't know how to use any of those. Shoot, okay. Okay, so we're in it, so we win and he loses. We still need to fight it out to see who actually wins, and we just get an advantage. We don't actually, win for real. The Hierophant orders Serenoa to face Sorcerer in combat. Right. Whatever you say at this point. Oh, I don't even know anymore. We had a tiny little arena with spikes all around.
It will be as the Hierophant.
Who sits on the big chair? The Hierophant? But it's not all covered.
House End and House Wolford will battle until the other falls.
I mean, this is kind of not fair considering the judgment is already dictated that we're innocent, right? Why are we still
Am I
fighting?
hearing this right? So guilty criminals get to walk free if they win?
Yeah, what kind of
There's no
system
proof
is
but to do
this?
as they say. It is what the goddess teaches.
Thanks.
It's likely the outcome agreed upon by those who view Sorcelay as a threat.
Whatever the case may be, we must.
I feel like the goddess is just making this up to get a laugh out of all of us foolish mortals.
United in their desire to destroy me. And it is your fault. You will pay for this, Wolford.
Yeah, that's right. Paying. Okay, what is this amulet thing that they gave me as like an advantage? Okay, what I'm getting from this is whether we won or lost our legal debate there, we still have to fight him anyway. But this would make more sense if we lost. Here, I'm thinking, why would I do this? Grounding amulet. I can equip all these. It's just like in Fire Emblem. Decreases damage taken when you hit from behind. Wait, that's actually really good! I think that's it, Sarah. Since you can get 2 of them. HP ring. Yeah, you could use that, Roland, who never stays alive. Oh, I got 7 of them. Who's not here then? I think it's Eridor. Do we need Eridor? Actually, I'd rather have Eridor than Benedict. It's recommended. Why would they unselect Eridor anyway? And okay, hang on. Ah, there was a branch. Oh my gosh. Wait, did I save after? Shoot. This is chapter 10, part 1. Where's my last save? Darn it! I should have talked about the secret ledger! Okay. Well, it's completed. I'm confused. Did I complete it before or after I accidentally didn't mention the secret ledger? Yeah, we're gonna keep that. Why not? How many save slots do I have? 10? Well, we can... It's gonna get disorganized soon, but we got this. Dwindling Light. Okay, chapter 9, part 1, and then chapter 10, part 1 were branch points. But okay. I didn't know that was going to literally, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened, right? Okay. Okay, so we have a save from before chapter 9, part 1. And then, but I think this is completed afterwards. Oops. I think I hit the wrong spot. I hit save at the wrong time. Oh well. It's okay, we have a save from the previous chapter. No, but the previous chapter, that's the thing. It's... yeah, whatever. Some of these branches won't matter as much as others do. So.
You seek my demise, do you? I, whose oversight of the source brought prosperity to this land?
Don't be taking credit for that.
Do not twist the truth to obfuscate your crime.
Yeah. And what's gonna happen when Sarah Noah and Frederica and all the others go in the source and find out what you're actually doing there?
Come then. Let us settle this in honest combat.
This doesn't seem so awesome anymore now, does it? Okay. Strength in numbers. That's his new skill, right? Okay, well this is a duel, so I may as well.
You won't escape.
May as well do this and then hide.
You
Hide.
won't catch me.
Slowly poison them all. That always works. Maybe I should have upgraded somebody this time. I forgot. I'm just impatient. I want to win, and we shouldn't What? No, spell the disguise. We shouldn't. This shouldn't be a thing. Like we shouldn't have to be fighting right now. We won. Pushback. Pushback does more damage, and it knocks him back into the other guy. That would be so insulting. Let's just do that.
I will make you regret every injury.
Okay, that didn't do as well as I hoped it would.
Away with you!
Oh, there's pushback. There you go.
For my kingdom!
He also has the grounding amulet. Wait, I don't even. What does the grounding amulet do? I just equipped it because like they gave it to us as an advantage. Uh oh.
This battle is ours.
You're not gonna hurt Roland again. No double attacking him this time.
Forward.
Darn it. Okay. Hang on. Give me a... Wait a minute. How do I... What details? Grants immunity to be knocked back. Wait, that's the big advantage you thought I needed? Whatever. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, but I'm not saying how this helps me get some sort of huge win that I deserve. From the fact that technically I won the legal dispute. Why should I be so disadvantaged in this duel?
What have we here?
Okay, well I'm gonna take good advantage of these follow-up attacks though, because they always do it against me. I'm not gonna let this happen.
I ain't that slow.
I ain't that slow. What? You can go down there? I mean, this is Spike. Okay, he deals down. Huh? I didn't think that. Sorry, I thought this. I didn't realize that this entire area is also part of the battlefield. Wait, Hewitt doesn't even need to be here then. She can be like flying like over somewhere else. Why? Stay close to Cyrano. Or Roland, too. Heal up Roland, because he's always the first to go.
Thank you.
It's one step closer to our hope.
What? Wait, why is my controller... Okay, there we go. It wasn't doing anything just now. Uh-oh, that wasn't good.
You won't beat me!
You won't beat me! Okay. Let's just hit him. just hit them. Okay.
I cannot lose.
Can't lose. How did you get down there? Nobody on there see that side is fire, so this doesn't really matter. Absorb fire. Yeah, okay. So there's nothing really she can do. Doesn't really heal up.
For myself.
Why is this possible? What? I mean, it's really cool that it is. But you guys should be dead after falling on the spikes. And I didn't even know that this was part of the actual, like, area anyway. So it's really cool that it is. Oh no.
Your orders?
Okay. First, move to a restore the height difference of 15 units. Sure. Whatever works. Oh, but I don't have any points. I can't take cover now. Okay, well... just heal up then.
I'll take this.
It's not over yet.
Hi, Roland. I hope it's not over yet. That would be real bad. Sorry. No stimulation. Actually hit them! Wait, that doesn't do that much damage. That much more damage. Double attack with Cyrano. That's right.
I grow ever stronger.
Flash of Steel. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't really like you being trapped like this. Boxed in.
Did you see that?
Huh?
This battle is
What?
ours.
I don't even know what you did there. That was pretty cool, whatever it was. Okay, don't hit him. You won't be able to do much. No, go over here. Yeah, hit this guy. You hit the guy. Yeah, you can hit this guy. So Serenora attack? Probably not. No, just go with this guy. You can actually do something.
Victory is ours.
For the honor of House Wolford.
No, hit the big boss. This strategy always works. Just hit the big boss first, and then it's still possible. That's what happened last time. Although you guys didn't see last time because the footage stopped. That's what gonna happen. Just defeat the big boss, and then accidentally make some bad moves, but still you won because you took out the big boss anyway.
You will pay. Cornered beasts are wont to lash out with surprising strength.
Yeah, that's right.
They have nothing left to lose.
We
will not relent until this is over. Victory must be ours.
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. I just thought about it. Now I see why the grounding amulet is such a big advantage here. Because it's so hard to get back up on the platform when you get knocked down. Right? That's why. Okay, so never mind. It actually is a pretty good buff. Alright, I'm sorry for insulting your gift. You did give us an advantage. But you gave Sorceless the same advantage though. Couldn't we have gotten like one that like a ring for each? No, Eridor. We should have given like one for each of our members. That would have been nice. We're basically winning the legal dispute.
I will end this.
That's right. I can reach them now. How am I gonna walk? See, I can't. Do I have to hop across? I'm starting to realize why it's such an advantage to not get knocked off. Now that I realize you can get knocked off.
My turn.
Okay, it seems like Anna can jump across now. I just poison you and I don't need to worry about you anymore.
Victory is in reach.
And oh no, I don't have enough points to do up another poison. Well, I guess you just did now. I should have poisoned the other guy then. Whatever, it's fine.
Let's do now.
Roland, where are you? Oh. I don't remember you getting knocked off. But I'm glad you're alive. Please stay that way.
I'll try this.
I don't think I've had a battle in a while where Roland survived.
Time to take flight.
Okay, you fly over here because it'll make it harder to hit you. It doesn't really do that much. It kind of does, but like... I don't really know what blinding does, honestly. Okay, it does the same amount as regular, though. Me as well.
You'll get no mercy from us. Victory is ours.
I mean, I think it lowers their accuracy, right? I'd assume.
From where shall we strike?
Okay. Do a double attack with Gila. That's what you do. A really good double attack. That's right.
You made a grave mistake.
There you go. That one damage was really necessary. You need to have Gila stand next to Serenoa. And heal yourself. That way nobody can back attack Serenoa. Well, they can still. But I'd prefer if they didn't. And I made it harder for them to do it.
I will end this.
I wish these two were standing closer to each other. Then I could attack them both at once.
2 ashes.
Frederica being over here is actually not too bad because she can range attack.
This power will protect us.
Colors of fire. Interesting.
My turn.
Hang on, can we poison him? Or does he have like poison immunity? Because sometimes they have poison immunity. Or like immunity to all these cool things I want to do. You do not have poison immunity. Good to know. Check this guy. You know, get Sorcery. Goodbye. You've caused so much trouble for us. You didn't even go for the double attack against with Anna. Goodbye. So we pay.
You're open. No, this is not the end of me.
Oh, I think it is.
I refuse to allow it.
Yeah? Yay!
Here I come. Take that.
We're safe back here. Safety's important. What? Sarah's asleep!
Let me show you what I've learned.
Why is he asleep? I don't remember this happening. I'm gonna use 2 points. I may as well use the stronger move and ignore the other guy with 9 health because he can be. I'm not gonna worry about them. Might be a mistake, but okay. I want to heal yourself, but more importantly, can we wake up Serenoa? Maybe finally use one of these things.
My growth is plain to see. I need a healer.
Need a healer. I will just heal you.
I'll take this.
Oh, I can heal Gila too. Perfect.
That was close.
That was close.
Already.
And that's such a high level because she attacked twice every time. No!
Time to take flight.
Alright. Many chapters in, it's still impossible to win a game with Roland still alive. Okay, now you'll come together though. Can I finally do some kind of cool attack with Frederick? No, 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 no.
But not quite.
Okay, I missed. Like, Sereno is awesome, by the way. Attack-wise as well. Because I think he's just an awesome protagonist. He just is awesome.
Death from above.
Death from above.
That hit the mark.
To lead, I must grow.
These two are standing next to Frederica. So she
Let
might
me show
actually...
you what I've learned.
Well, why do I talk? Why do I say things? You know, this... Oh, she has also out of points too. Fine, I guess this is where you meet your end, sir.
Sorry.
Goodbye. That's definitely how you wanted to die. It's being whacked with a book. Okay. Just do healing things.
Be at ease.
I'm glad this is not like classic move Fire Emblem. I'm glad if my characters come back if they die. No, whoops! I went face the other way. Okay, anyway. You will all be fine.
This'll hurt.
And poison the other one as well, who's already blind.
This'll hurt.
This will just be better.
Victory is within reach.
Hello, me. That hit the mark.
Thank you, Sarah Noah. Maybe I should die from this poison soon. No, no, no! Alright, we're good. Goodbye. Just dies.
The situation is grim.
It's not for long. We've almost got them, Sarah Noah.
Ah! That hit the mark.
We win. This isn't good.
This isn't good, but guess what? It's not too bad either. Who here is dying the most? Okay, there you go.
Allow me.
This will help.
Allow me.
We just fire them both? Yeah, we can. Alright, sorry, Sterno, you're gonna get caught in the flames, but there we go. We win. Thanks, Frederica. She managed to finally climb back up after the whole match and save the day. Nice work, team. We got this. Yay! Got more Medal of Bravery, or whatever that is. That's the promotion material. That's great. We should promote some people then. Well, we win.
Victory goes to House Walfort.
Yay!
Give thanks to the goddess for bestowing upon you her grace.
Yep. That's who I'm gonna thank, not... I mean, technically it was all of us doing the actual fighting and having trained hard for this moment, but sure. We'll thank the goddess.
Through a test of strength.
It was the Hierophant's decree. None in Hyzant raise objection.
Okay, at least
At
we won and we feel like justice has prevailed.
After all,
At the very least.
losing the battle would have meant losing our heads.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you are right.
That's just the way things are. Ask me not completed. Save the game. We win. Now, does it start the next chapter yet or not? I will see. If it starts the next chapter, then we'll just call it an episode. That's great. We hopefully managed to get to the whole episode and the recording stayed.
That same day, word spread throughout Hyzant of Sorsley End's demise, and that of House End along with him.
Which technically was brought upon him by himself. Okay, good. Not chapter 11 yet. Alright, we're still in this. Okay. Eridor relaxing the cabin when Q comes to... Okay. How's it going? How's it going over there? Check my emails, but I'm also gonna listen because, you know, I really do appreciate the lore, but I'm gonna say the lore is very complicated in this. Okay, I gotta say though, in terms of games with really complicated lore, this is definitely better than like with Dragalia Lost's complicated lore, where I just feel like things are getting complicated for no reason after a certain point. Whereas here, it's like, no, we're getting caught in the middle of political drama. Things getting more and more complicated and more things popping up makes sense actually, and it doesn't seem like the rules are so arbitrary. It seems like all of this has been set in motion since the beginning. But on top of that, then it's also complicated because of the stories of the individual people, not just like the overall land. Here we are, that's what is important about these character stories, right? It's just listening to what each of the characters feels since like everything that's going on.
In any case,
but
was there something you wanted to ask me?
I filled my brain with so much lore from all these video games, Fire Emblem and Genshin Impact, and now this. I do have to admit, I don't think I can hold on to all of this information forever and ever. All at once. Several days ago. But it is interesting to listen to them.
Where snowbell blossoms bloom?
Indeed. I thought perhaps you had seen trace of the flowers while scouting with Flugy.
I've spotted clusters of them in the deep mountain passes before, but not of late.
Like, can you just tell I really like Fire Emblem Three Houses and Genshin Impact Story? I keep referring to it. I keep referring to excerpts and pieces of this and that, and even like obscure things that I do think are really meaningful. And in the end, I do hope that in some way I'll be able to do the same for this game too. But at the same time, I also know there's a chance my brain is actually just becoming overwhelmed. And as much as I want to really appreciate every single beautiful artistic piece of writing ever in the world, I think I think my brain is starting to like realize, nope, you can't pick everything. You're gonna have to pick and choose.
So, Benedict's looking for a snowbell blossom. What's so peculiar about that?
Nothing, if it were anyone else asking. However, I think you'd agree that Benedict is not the type to go picking flowers on a whim.
True.
They say that when a snowbell blooms,
that moment is frozen in time.
Precisely. You and Benedict both never fail to surprise. But of all flowers, why the snowbell? Does he have some lady love I'm unaware of?
Probably not.
I can't speak to that, but I'll tell you one thing, Hewitt. We've all got moments locked away and placed close to our hearts. You, me, even a stubborn-headed mule like Benedict.
Oops.
Like the snowbell, we want him frozen like that forever. And like the snowbell, they're liable to shatter if we let another handle him carelessly.
I understand. I apologize if I was too forward. Let us forget the matter.
No, it isn't you that needs to apologize. I'm always telling Benedict no one likes being lectured.
Mm-hmm.
It was enlightening. I see you and Benedict are true friends.
For lack of a better word, aye. Bring me a draft of ale, and I'll tell you all about our younger days. At least, what I can remember. I recall Benedict wasn't nearly as capable as he is now.
Is that so?
I may have to take you up on that offer.
Yeah.
Do you really reckon snowbells are still blooming somewhere out there?
Perhaps. Though I've not seen them in this region. They may
I wonder what
bloom
this
in
flower
southern
looks like. I bet it's really pretty.
In other words, a trek and a half from here.
Yeah, what is it, Eridor?
Don't give up the search, my friend.
Like, I do hope one day I will probably go through and play this game even more thoroughly. Lila reacts to news of Source's passing. That's right, we murdered him in that duel.
I understand Sorcelay End is with the goddess now. What a pity.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that means they didn't make everybody watch the final execution.
Keep spinning those lies, and soon they shall be tied around your neck. Though in truth, I'm surprised they've not done so already.
Are you not pleased, milady? Shall I inform Minister Edor?
Be my guest. Without me, all research grinds to a halt. My mind is without equal.
But of course, Minister, I was only teasing. Would it kill you to smile for once?
Who is this bewitching dancer?
Be more aware of the words from your mouth. Remember, you are not but Edor's pawn.
Forgive me. Where are my manners? Now pray, return to your precious research. See that you complete it, for you know who.
Oh, who's you know who? I know that, like, you know, like...
I know full well who it's...
Yeah, Lila's research also is being used as well, but for whom? What scheme are we gonna have to unveil now? Alright, Sano's party barely has a moment to collect their breaths before a new challenge is laid before them. Oh no. You just made us do a duel, now I'm gonna do more stuff again?
So, Lord Serenoa, what shall you do now?
Well...
I shall speak plainly. The Holy One wishes to aid House Wolford.
You would?
Thank you, Your
At what price, you know? Sorceley wanted to help us too, also at a price.
And rightly so, given the vital land you control.
There's always a price, there's a catch. What's the catch?
Spelled the end of your domain.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad, but what do you get out of helping us, exactly?
The Hierophant tells me a seat amongst the saintly seven...
No thanks. I don't really want to. No.
And I would not hesitate to accept it if it meant securing peace for my people.
Serenoa, there's something wrong here. Always.
The Hierophant, however, has a concern.
She doesn't like, they don't like Federica.
I would hear it.
They don't like the Roselle.
Roselle living in your domain.
Oh no. Nuh-uh. We're not giving them up.
They are descendants of the sinners who dwell at the source. That is their proper place. There they offer themselves to the goddess in the hopes they may one day atone for their sins.
Well, they'll never be able to atone for their sins because you'll never give them a chance to. You just rather have them there forever.
You would have me surrender them to you.
It is
No.
not my place to make demands. I am merely to deliver unto you the word of the Hierophant. And so I have done.
Alright, okay. The last scales of conviction thing, I was like, oh, I'm undecided. We'll go with whichever one. If it helps Sorcery or not, I don't do whatever. This one is pretty clear cut. We are not. There is no.
Will you surrender?
There is no world where whatever option it is, where the option to surrender the Roselle to Hyzant is better than not.
The vow of Lord Simon himself.
I will fight to protect them because whatever, no matter what, we cannot just let them basically enslave and torture and murder those people for
My father as well.
basically something that they say like their ancestors did, and that was like hundreds of years ago. Like we can't, you haven't given them a chance to ever like really atone for their sins if you just keep them there forever.
Choice, one I do not envy. Have you decided?
Not yet.
No. Let me go back home to my scales. Thank you very much.
And they know it. They made this request full aware of our history.
Lest you misunderstand, allow me to illuminate your position.
Oh, do enlighten me.
You think yourselves to be. You are vultures, feeding off the scraps of Sorceley's corpse.
Alright, and?
Some nerve. I speak from
So what?
experience when I say that the title of Saint is not to be worn lightly. Are you prepared?
Prepared? For what?
Yeah, what are we preparing for here?
Doubtless you are aching to break free of your fetters, to take wing and soar.
Okay, good analogies. What are you actually
Blood
saying?
must be spilled. The blood of enemy, friend, and self alike. Your freedom lies at the end of a trail of dead. If you are not prepared to make that journey, to endure that sacrifice...
Oh my gosh. I know that we risk making an enemy of Hyzant, too. So we have enemies from Esfrost and Hyzant.
Grovel or bleed?
If we disagree with them. But me here in the real world, I actually will not be able to go to sleep at night if we give up the Roselle. Like, I don't know what I'd do with myself if I let, like, cause you know, I get really into these games. I get really into the story. If on my first playthrough you make me do this, I literally will be distraught. I don't know what I would do. I'm not giving up innocent people to basically go to your I don't even know what to describe the source at this point. It's just a horrible place for them. I'm not letting that happen. All right, the next episode we're not letting this happen, and hopefully the recording stays. Thank you all for watching, and in the next episode you already know which one I'm gonna pick. All right, that's all for now. See you next time. Bye.